Today is the second video in our series. It's going to be focusing on using the ActiveInspire to create a flip chart. And the flip chart is a great aspect of ActiveInspire because it can be used in the simplest of fashion or the most complex, and it still can be effective. You can have a simple white screen with text over it to present your instruction, and it can be just as effective as a flip chart with lots of pictures and animations and graphics and interactive activities. It depends on who you're teaching. You know your class, you know what they need in order to learn. And also, another factor is how much time do you have to create some of these flip charts, because they can be time consuming. I'm going to show you some shortcuts today to give you sort of middle of the road flip chart that it looks good, it has some interactive elements, and it's pretty simple to create. Where we start to make some of these is start with going back to our main menu, go to Insert, Page, and there's some activities and templates that are preloaded on ActiveInspire. You can also download more at Promethean Planet. A lot of these are sort of elementary. There's multiplication tables and letters and colors, but hidden in some of these are some high school, middle school level activities. This one I like is the periodic table, because again I do teach science. And I can go here and this activity chart, I can send the student up there. If they have a question about something, instead of just giving them the answer, go look it up. I have this on the board. They can look at the element, find the important numbers about that element, its atomic numbers, atomic mass. Then go to the data, get the boiling point, melting point, its density, different properties, especially when we're comparing metals and non-metals, because that's one of the big concepts in chemistry. Can you compare a metal to a non-metal? Something I don't always know the answer for is, what is rubidium used for? I have no idea sometimes when they ask me, because the main ones, the more common ones, yeah, but some of the more obscure elements, they have all the uses for each one of these, and then the history behind each one of them. So, and this is a little simple preloaded flip chart. It's a lot of information that I can use as a science teacher. But let's create one. Let's create a flip chart. We're going to go back into that insert, and we'll go to page, and we'll go to themes. And again, more themes can be downloaded. I just chose to use the preloaded ones that everyone would have. I'll go to sky. And these, for some reason, the default is always like a zoom in. You can unzoom and you can see a clearer picture of what you'll be choosing. Now, if you're familiar with PowerPoint, you can appreciate what a flip chart is, how it's created. You have these different layouts you can choose. You have your title screens. What I like, a lot of different graphic organizers that I use a lot in my instruction. Venn diagrams, which I'll probably use today. And then just a comparison charts that you can use in ELA and even science history. So a lot of different layouts. They're just preloaded. So I'm going to click on one of these title screens. And when you bring this up, a lot of people have problems with this. You can't click anything. It's in the mode where it's ready to be used, no longer to be edited. When you click on it, it'll say, hey, you need to get into design mode. You can simply just press F2 on your keyboard. And now I can design. I can get in here. I can change this title. And let's do one of the most important concepts in biology. Animals versus plants. And you can see you can pretty much adjust anything on here. I don't like where that's at. Move that over here. Maybe I don't even want this. That's all I want on the screen. Just delete it off. Everything's editable. So there's me a good opening screen. Okay, go back in here. Go to insert page. Go back to that theme. Keep with the sky theme. Again, I don't want that's the default. And we're comparing two things. Let's go to the Venn diagram. Alright, so here's your Venn diagram. This is the basic template for this. And what I like to do is just go in here, because I want to compare animals and plants. I'm going to my text, put that right there, put it where I need to be. Everything's editable. Animal. Alright. I don't like the color of that. Highlight it. Go up here, I can change the color. Let's choose red. Maybe it's a little too big. I can scale it back to the size I want. 60 is about right. Get to where I want it. Go over here. Click more text to add. And the great thing about, since I edited the animal, when I type in plants, it'll be the same formatting. Alright, so here will be animals on this side of the Venn diagram, plants on this side of the Venn diagram. I'm going to add a characteristic up here. One my kids better know is cell wall. Again, once I get it, I can move it anywhere I want to. Alright, so there, I've got one page of my flip chart created. And the great thing about this is you have one circle, a circle, and then it's shaded would be the middle. You have A, B's, and C's. If you have express polls, we'll talk about in a future video how to use express polls. You can use them with the A, B, and C. I don't use express polls as much as I used to. I just got dry erase boards. Write A, B, and C on there. You can do it with the A, B, and C. You can delete those. And just, hey, animal, plant, or both. It's really up to you. Alright, so I've got this page. So I want to go to Edit, Duplicate. Okay. And so now I've got two pages, just like that. So I want to edit this. Instead of saying cell wall, I'll make it say nucleus. Again, I can move that to wherever it needs to be. And I can just check it out. There's my first page, cell wall, nucleus, and then a blank page. So take a nucleus page, edit, duplicate. So now I've got this page. I'll make it alright, so that's a long word, overflows, but again I can adjust this box, heterotroph, put it there. Again, just double checking everything. There's my opening page, cell wall, nucleus, heterotroph. I'll duplicate this page, I'll make one more page. So now I can edit this text. Chloroplasts. Make it a little bit bigger. And there we go. Again, it's not exactly perfect, but there we go. And so I now have a flip chart that probably didn't take me 2 or 3 minutes to create. It looks pretty professional, and it's somewhat interactive because I can initiate the A, B, and C, and they can use that with the ActiveInspire. I could have the kid come up here, the student, and they can drag this to where they think it goes. Cell wall, is it an animal, is it a plant? Well, they better know that it's a plant. I could have them draw it, or write it, I mean. Say, where do you think it goes? Where a nucleus? Well, it goes here. Okay, so there's multiple different ways you could use this to assess your students. And again, go a little annotation and go on the next one. And then you have all this information that you can gauge from your students. Did they understand the lesson? You know, because to me, this is more of a review, this one that I made here. But you can always create things. And so this is a pretty straightforward, pretty simple way of doing things. Hopefully this gives you sort of a platform to jump off of that we can use to build a better foundation of knowledge where you can start getting some really creative ideas. Now if you have any questions, you have some ideas you want me to work off of, to create a new video off of, let me know. And I'll be happy to post them because these videos don't take me too long to make. And it helps us as a faculty to become stronger and better, have a better understanding of technology. All right, so keep the comments coming in, and hopefully we can be a better faculty for it. Thank you.